morning, guys. Happy Monday morning motivation. This morning I am thinking about an arm injury. Okay, so we have had many adventures this last week if you've been following us at all. And one of those adventures included a country wedding where they had a horse and buggy arranged to cart us from the field where they wanted us to park to where the wedding was going to be. And my daughter Ava, being fairly obsessed with horses, wanted to spend the whole evening going on this cart back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Well, as the evening progressed and fun with cousins happened, eventually she fell off the cart, hurting her arm. Well, my cousin leapt into action and applied first aid, wrapping her arm in a bandage, and we prayed over her, and in no time she was back in action, running and playing, until dinner was served at the reception. And when dinner was served and she sat down next to me, sitting still for the first time that evening, as far as I could tell, I noticed that her fingers were looking a little dusky. She wasn't getting proper circulation. Well, I asked her whether or not her arm was still hurting or not, whether it was bleeding at all, and it wasn't. And so I unwrapped her bandage and let the circulation come back. Let the circulation come back. Let's think about that for a minute. When that bandage was applied, the circulation was cut short to her fingers, which meant that they were not able to get all of the blood flow that they needed. Now, her other arm was perfectly fine. Her shoulder was working just great. There was nothing wrong with her toes or knees or anything else, just those fingers, because the blood wasn't flowing quite well enough there. Now, while I was thinking about the blood flowing to her fingers, we decided to go visit the Great Sand Dunes. In Colorado, there's this amazing natural phenomenon, amazing word, right? Where way up in the mountains, there are suddenly desert sand dunes that you can climb up and roll down and explore, and it's great fun. Now, in some times of the years, there is a natural spring flowing there, and I was thoroughly looking forward to going and playing in a natural spring because I've been in natural springs before and I find them very refreshing. But at this time of the year, the natural spring was gone. Now, it wasn't actually gone. It was just not visible. I couldn't see it. But if you stepped onto the sand, you could feel the moisture in the sand. And if you dug just a couple of inches beneath the sand, you could sense that there was more moisture the deeper you would go. It wasn't gone. It was just deeper. As I'm thinking about that river, even though I couldn't see it, was still there, about the blood flow going to my daughter's fingers, then I'm also thinking about the body of Christ. So the body of Christ works just like our body, our physical body, where there needs to be the blood of Christ flowing between us to keep that connection. Now, the blood of Christ flows through love and joy, but mostly, I believe, through prayer. The more you pray for those that God has divinely connected you to, the more connected you will stay. And as soon as you stop praying for them, as soon as you set them aside as somebody that isn't on your heart and on your mind, then it's just like that tourniquet on my daughter's arm. The blood flow ceases. And soon, that connection becomes less vital. So I implore you today, think about those that you haven't prayed for lately, those that God has divinely connected you to. Because just like that river in the desert, even though you don't see them on a regular basis, that connection is still there. God has put them in your life on purpose, for a purpose. And you're divinely connected through prayer. So take the tourniquet off, let the blood flow, and pray for them today. All right, I love y'all, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.